What's up, peeps? Thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to be taking a look at every single underbarrel in Battlefield 2042 and testing to see which one is the best for recoil control. We're going to be using the AK-24 as that is the gun that I have almost every single one of them unlocked. And again, it's one of the most popular guns in the game. So one of the most important ones that I want to test out is these ones right here that give you accuracy while moving, but take away accuracy while being static, so without moving. So we're going to be testing each and every one of these, and at the end, noticing if there's any different, like if there's really any underbarrel better than the other one. So again, the first one that we're going to test is to see if you actually get better recoil control like it says while moving, right? And it's this last one right here, the rattlesnake. So first we're going to go ahead and test off and just blast off without actually trying to control the recoil in here, and we're going to go ahead and see how that goes. And then we're going to move a little bit to the right, and we're going to do the same thing but moving again without trying to control the recoil, but moving a little bit from left to right. And I mean, as we can see there, it immediately disappeared. But to be honest, I didn't really see any significant change. Now we're going to try to control the recoil, right? So one being static and try to control the recoil of this gun. There we go. And next up, we're going to move a little bit to the right. And now I'm going to try to control that recoil while moving as well. So, I mean, I guess there you could maybe see a little bit of a difference, but to be honest, as far as it goes, as this one's right here, like if you go into collection, as far as these ones go, I don't really see the big difference on where it says, you know, that your accuracy gets worse while being static. But with that being said, now let's jump into testing each individual one, just a normal vertical recoil, to see which one helps you the most. All right, so the first one I'm going to be testing is the Cobra Grip, and I've been trying to look around here for all the surfaces that stick with my bullet holes, because every time I do them they just disappear. So hopefully this one does get it. So first one, we got the Cobra Grip, and again we're just going to blast off here without trying to control the recoil. And again, we got that line right there. Next up, we're going to shoot right next to it, just again to have two patterns of each other. Next up, we are going to be changing to the next one, which is the LW grip. And now let's take a look at how much this one actually helps. Again, moving a little bit to the right. So just so we can tell, it almost hit that the light, but it just right below the light. Just so we remember, because you guys can see they just completely disappear. So we're moving a little bit to the right, and here testing it out with the LW. And this one does seem to have a little bit more vertical recoil. Let's go ahead and do one more blast off with this. And as you guys can see, actually almost about the same. So as of right now, both of these seem to be very similar. I think the LW does give you a little bit of a straighter line. But now let's go ahead and test with the rattlesnake, so we can still see the remains of the bullets there. We're going to stand right where we dropped our ammo box, and again blast off with this one. And as you can see, again, pretty similar. Like, I mean, it's reaching basically the same exact point. Next up, we got this last one right here, and again, pretty much the same. I mean, as far as the vertical recoil goes, they are all reaching the same exact space. We only have one more to test out, which if you go into collection and we go into here, change weapon, customize, and we go into this one, we have one more, which is this one, the BCG light grip. And let's test this one out. So again, here standing exactly where we died, and we're going to go ahead and test now the new one, which is the BCG, and we can still see the remains of some of the bullets. And again, most of them reach like right below that mark. So we're going to go ahead and blast away and take a look at where it leads us here. And again, pretty similar. This one almost reached the top, so I think this one just has a little bit more recoil. We're going to do one more testing here on this guy right here, and almost to the top. So this one seemed to be a little bit worse, but to be honest, I am not sure if there is just absolutely no changes between these ones, because they do seem to be exactly the same. I mean, every single one of them, even though they have different things, as you guys can see, the stats don't change. And as we tested at the beginning, the accuracy while moving didn't really affect. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to test to see if the incendiary ones affect, because if the underbarrel for the incendiary isn't different than these other ones, then might as well run an underbarrel. So we're going to go ahead and test that one right now. And here again, we're just going to redo the test. We're just going to shoot with the rattlesnake grip, and we're going to put this just as our marker, and we got our ammo box down, and hopefully this tank gets out of the way. Thank you very much. So first we got the rattlesnake, just to see where the general vicinity of this is shooting. As you guys can see, it goes a little bit above that yellow box, because I did move a little bit further. And again, just double checking here, and it goes just right above that thing. So now let's go ahead and take a look and change it to one of the incendiary rounds. So now we got the incendiary barrel down below, and let's go ahead and blast off again without trying to control the recoil. And think it does help. Like I from what I'm seeing, it does seem that it does help a little bit. Just gonna do one more testing to side. I don't know, it feels like it's moving a lot more. Let's just do one more test here. What I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna try to shoot people from far away. So if I try to just focus myself on that C right there and try to control the recoil with this gun, and then we go ahead and switch off to this one right here, and then take a look, and then again try to shoot against the C. Actually, I don't know. I really feel it's exactly the same. So as far as this goes, I don't really see it affecting the recoil at all. So if I were you guys and you were planning on what underbarrel to be using, then I would definitely go ahead and use one of these ones, because as far as I can tell, these did not help at all. So yeah, go ahead and test these ones out. Again, I don't have these ones unlocked, but again, this one you have to deploy. That's why I didn't test this one. Plus I don't have it unlocked, but you have to deploy this one, so that's why I didn't test these ones. I wanted to test more of the ones that you're going into combat. So as far as it seems, they all do exactly the same. So go ahead and put yourself some underbarrels like these ones, like some new tubes. But thank you for tuning in. Let me know anything else that you guys would like me to check. Peace out, everybody. I'll see you all in the next one.